Okay, take the wheel off. You can remove the caliper and it's everything. The caliper and the bracket all is one, and then the rotor just should come off. If it doesn't come off easy, you got to tap around. I got new rotors on here, so that you gotta figure out how to get your rotors off. So there is these little threaded holes in the rotor that if you have like an M8 by 1.25 bolt, two of them, you just feed them into those screw holes and they contact this space right here and push. They gradually just push that thing out. Normally it's just seized on this face right here. So you'll either tap the front of the rotor, not the working surface, but the area where the bolts are, you know, around the edges of between the bolts is where you'd be hitting it, and then that'll pop off, or you use the threaded technique. I'll show you the bolts. Okay, so there's a couple things that hold the control arm in. One is going to be this ball joint. Now, right in here, there's a bolt there, and it's like a bridge. So this holds that bridge in place here, which you can get to from here, but the one under the motor mount you cannot get to. Let's see here. But I will say this, there's not enough room to get that nut off with the axle in place. So what's got to happen is the axle has to come free of this, and to do that you have to free up the tie rod end. Cotter pins, trick with these is twist and pull. If you can get it by that, that's great. If you can't, you have to work at it other ways, like cutting it and things like that. Right there where there's a slot, you have to pull that nut, that tab of that nut out, or it'll bugger up those threads like crazy. So I'm going to use 32. For me, it's just a quick spin. That bad boy comes off. Now, normally a little tap frees up that axle. So I'm going to try the mildest form of punishment on this tie rod end possible, which is to put the nut on there and tap on the nut, and that in theory breaks it free, but I have a tool that takes it right off if that doesn't work. Alright, so that broke it free, hopefully without damaging the tie rod end too much. The sway bar link now, yeah, it's just one thing after another. Alright, we got that off. This wire's got to come off right here. That's the sensor wire, and for the wheel bearing rotation. So that sensor has to come off. It's a little mini hex, probably a 10. Nut. Okay. Oh yeah, that spins the nut off, and then should be able to just tap these bad boys right out. They won't come. Take a pry bar. They just chip away at those bad boys until they come out. Whole assembly drops when you get them. So you gotta be careful. Oh yeah, or you can spin them out. That's the other way. Yeah, because they're threaded. So you take a socket. You can do it with a ratchet too probably, but it's more time consuming. So there's the ball. I know it's a lot of trouble just getting the axle out just to get the ball joint, but right tools make it a hitch. I just got this off, and you have to either take the shroud off with one of those little Torx. There's like an Allen wrench Torx that you can fit into this spot right here, or you can just bend the shroud back, because that bolt where it comes through from the ball joint goes right in here, and it's not possible, actually it goes in through here, and it's not possible to extract that knobby part of it without down here without bending that a little bit. If you bend that and then that right there and you forget to bend that back, it'll scrape and make a noise, and your wife will say something to you about it later. Here we go, 17. And then, oh yeah, just get that. Ah! Alright, so I got the bolt. One in that hole, one in that hole. That's a nut, I'm sorry. And then there's one nut there. So you take the 3 nuts out, that top nut, because I think I have to take the motor mount out. So we're gonna do that now. I'm gonna show you guys what to take off here. This is the motor mount right here. It's got a bolt that goes through the center left to right, and it's got that bolt on top right there, and that has to be done with like a regular wrench. It barely comes out. There's a slot in the body where the top of that bolt has to go up to the left and back for it to even come out of that hole. So I'm gonna take that out and get back to you. Alright YouTube, I got the front motor mount disconnected, I got the upper motor mount disconnected. Now we're gonna try to get this thing to lift the motor mount. It's tight, man. Wow. Okay. Great. We gotta put the motor mount back in. Happy engine right there. Always happy to get its motor mount back. They're like that. We gotta put the knuckle on a new ball joint. It's not real. Oh, ha ha, he said. This is just for show.
No, you can't sit on it.
Okay. This doesn't go on the car, so you gotta take that off. we're just gonna give it the old tappy tappy. Hey, look. That's fine. We got to get the axle back into the joint here. So that's the first and foremost thing. So now I can put, I can put this in place. This is not the easiest thing in the world. You have to pull down on essentially the knuckle and wobble. If you put enough downward pressure, you can get a bolt in. Yeah. Okay, that's one. Once you have one, you can normally muscle this thing in and get number two in. Yeah, I went the wrong direction. So I'm going to put this one, and then I'm going to flip that one. Okay. Ow. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, I'm going to take, wait, let's see. I need that one like that. So I'm taking this out and put it in the bottom. Yeah, I remember now. It is easier to put the bottom one in first. I remember everything. But we should be able to screw it. Yeah, okay. Just like that. Now, we need these two big nuts. I'm going to take a big old socket here and tighten up that. Then give it a little crimp right here so this thing doesn't pull out on us. Okay. The only thing that's left should be the sensor. Mount components, we've got the ball joint tightened, axle nut is tightened and locked in place, the struts, the strut bolts, the sway bar link, and I guess now we just need to put the rotor. And I guess what you can do is you spin the rotor and you listen for rubbing. This is rubbing. Don't forget, you got to put your 3 bolts back on the lower motor mount, and then which is over there, you know, under that in the middle part, and then the front motor mount. Did I say that? And then reinstall this torque strut is what they call it. But definitely make sure that you take this off before you jack up the engine, because it will not work if you don't. wheels back on. And that's how you do it. Yeah, don't forget about your motor mounts. That's a big deal. You don't hook that back up, it'll move around, it'll vibrate, it'll fall down, you lose a bolt, you have to go buy a new one. They're hard to find, etc., etc. Okay, I hope that helps you out, YouTube.